Hello beautiful people, and welcome back to a very important episode in which I will gonna explain you the gravity of the situation, or in other words, what is River Game planning to bring us already in June. And this has something to do with this very hot topic regarding the old heroes which we no longer need right now. So a couple of days ago there were some players posting that right there on the TOPWAR official Discord channel, and those are the official patch notes from a game called The Last War, which is also a product of River Game, launched this year. So you can already observe by the name of these two games, the imagination has literally no limits. TOPWAR, Last War, and River Game has clearly said that these two games have two different themes. Now, sadly, I cannot use the same word, different, in front of the word office. Are you with me on this one? Perfect. And you already see that on this video, and I can also put the link of this in the video description. But fact is, if you have not played this game Last War, you're gonna have some difficulties understanding the gravity of the situation. And that's exactly why you have me, that's exactly why you have this channel, and that's exactly what I'm doing in this video. I'm gonna explain you in the simplest way possible. One way to put it is, if we follow that plan from the other team, is to reset every single hero down to its components, and then you can build it back up. Now, this may sound pretty awesome, but sooner or later you're gonna realize that the amount of resources which you're gonna need to build it back up, it's gonna be far higher. But I can put this in a much simpler way. So let's presume for a second this right here, which is my right ear, it's the hero issue. And we, the community, we the players, said, River Game, this right here, the right ear, is itching very badly, so please take your right hand, go all the way up and scratch it properly. That was our suggestion. In other words, we need this hero special skill recycling tool. What River Game said was, yes indeed, this right ear right here, it's itching very badly, but what we're gonna do is, we're gonna take the left hand and we're gonna go all the way around it till we reach it, and then we're gonna scratch it properly. At this point, you're gonna say, what in God's name is wrong with you? This is clearly the better solution, the faster solution, the most simpler solution, so why are you overcomplicating the situation? Or in other words, you could say, oh my God, do you even have somebody there to understand this situation properly? And let me disappoint you, because they clearly know what they are doing. What am I trying to tell you? So just presume for a second, River Game would like to raise the prices. Then the best solution possible is exactly this one, in which you go all the way around till you reach the right ear and then scratch it, because that's the best way to hide some of the things. Now, if this is the case, dear River Game, you know I give perfect recommendations, and I have a very important and very solid recommendation also for you right now, which is, if that is the case, if that is indeed your plan, you should definitely must start the copywriting process right now, as soon as possible. Now you're gonna say, oh boy, was that a joke? Sadly, it's not a joke, and let me explain you exactly why this makes sense, because it simply doesn't matter if you are a gaming producing company or you are developing different type of products. We have seen this in the past a lot of times. A lot of companies getting into trouble, seeing that the amount of customers are getting smaller and smaller, and somebody came up with the idea, let's raise the prices. So that literally never worked. But if you are so confident that you are capable to literally reinvent the wheel, because that's exactly what it is, that's why this is the perfect moment right now to start the copywriting process. But River Game is actually not the only one which I would like to address in this video. Give me a second, I really have to think who else did I want to address in this video. So I think I wanted to address Yeah, you, the viewer. Why is this so important, people? Because 2 weeks ago, we already found out about this situation and we prepare ourselves with great feedback, with great minds in order to forward to the developers, but we are missing one very key component, which is your support. So while I do not have the exact numbers of logins in TOPWAR, I do have very exact numbers, but those are coming from Google. And let me put that right there on the screen because you see the amount of unique viewers which my channel has. And you also know that this channel does exclusively videos only about TOPWAR. So if you're watching 1 episode, 2 episodes, 3 episodes already by then, I'm gonna suspect you as a viewer, you are watching this because you're literally playing the game. So you see there 88,000 unique viewers, and we know Google is so good about it because it doesn't matter if you're watching even this episode 1 million times. If it's the same person, you're only gonna count as one unique viewer. So from this perspective, beautiful people, we need your support. And it takes you no more than 5 seconds, because if you go here on the channel, on the community tab, you'll find those 2 very important polls. By the way, the last poll is also super important, coming from Mr. Bob Griff. It's his idea, not mine, to directly ask the community, do you want this workaround, which most likely will make everything more expensive, or do you want this simple hero special skill recycling tool, which is our suggestion? And again, we have great minds, we have great idea, but you have to put yourself for a second in the developer's shoes, and they're gonna say the same thing. Great idea, great way of explaining it. Hold on a second. How many people are behind this idea? And we're going to compare those numbers, not with the numbers of unique viewers from Mr. Timmy, but actually with our numbers, which we can see here clearly, the amount of logins per week, which is still super high, and you're going to be surprised about it. And that's exactly the key factor which determines by how far are we willing to take this idea in consideration. So that's why, beautiful people, your feedback was, is, and will always be super important. So, beautiful people, I hope this was a very entertaining episode. It was indeed kind of a little bit sad when we reached the end of this episode by seeing the difference between those 2 numbers. I do indeed hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to support what supports you back, which is, yes, this channel right here, and it's me personally since November 2022. Thank you for watching. Subscribe, share this channel with your friends, and don't forget to see me in the next episode. Ciao, guys.